What's up, guys? It's Lewis and welcome to a brand new reaction. Today we've got a Slipknot reaction. We haven't done any of these apart from Retying the Knot, and I'm sorry I haven't been back to that, but Slipknot released a song barely an hour ago called the Chapeltown Rag that's actually playing on the Knot Fest in LA tomorrow night, so we'll see how that goes for live. People have said a lot, and I mean a lot of good things about this track, like has sounds like self-titled, All Hope Is Gone, even Iowa, and it hints of the previous few records. So I'm guessing it's all them in one, so similar to what All Out Life was, because I really enjoyed this track. And I'm not really well diverse in the Slipknot discography like I am with Trivium or Metallica. That's why I'm doing the Retying the Knot series that I haven't done in a while, and apologies for that. But I'm a fan of the band. I saw Slipknot back in 2016 when they were here in Melbourne on October 31st on Halloween with In Heart's Wake and Lamb of God. Pretty good show, actually. So yeah, I don't even know what this is gonna sound like, but hopefully it sounds fucking cool. So let's just get right into it. Play. Kind of LSC intro.
Read all about it if you want to know. Read all about what they want you to know. Everything is gone online, and it's as evil as it gets. This is no fucking trick, either follow or abandon.
Damn.
Vertical and fit. Check the meter, check your what. Are they ever gonna stop? Running out of daylight, night time's better. But we know that I handle the truth, motherfucker. Scandalous, know it all, feedback chamber. Nobody wants to prove they want a number.
Yeah, it is very similar to the first four records. Damn.
Buried in the back and I'm sticking alive. Hollow as a breath, the further you dive.
Great chapter S type chorus. It does remind me of all of the signature sounds from the past few records. I think the riff is 0103 S. I don't know what it sounds like, but it sounds like old Slipknot. Particularly All Hope Is Gone and Grey Chapter. Because they're doing all the octave type slides. And some of those riffs sound like a mantra. Ooh. Intro. Damn. Corey going ham. It buffered. Buffered right at the end. It's a bit annoying. I got a minute left actually. Oh. Damn. Ooh. I haven't heard Slipknot go that slow for like headbangy grooves in a very, very long time. That's just an ominous outro that they're quite famous for. And I've got to say, this fucking photo thing looks like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man suit before he made the Spider-Man suit in the Raimi trilogy. It is the ski mask. Damn, there we are. Chapeltown Rag. That. It had very few. It had not very few. It had a lot of like references, whether it be purposefully or just that's how they wrote the song. I don't know if it's due to the scale they used or like due to the tuning that they're in. Usually it's drop B or a bit lower than that. It sounds like I already know the song, but it's a brand new one, and that's not a bad thing because a lot of bands, a lot of people hate on bands that have the same sound. Like primary example of this is what's the name called? Five Finger Death Punch is just what I was thinking of. Like they have usually the same sound on every fucking record, and people started to dislike that. But when people experiment with new sounds like Metallica did, or Trivium did, or even Slipknot did in Volume 3 and All Hope Is Gone, they like to go, people hyped when they go back to the original sound. So, and that's what this was. Like the drums, Jay's drums sound like early Joey, which is phenomenal. And knowing that Jay is a big fan of Joey, and I don't even know when they wrote this song, probably before Joey died, but it sounded like it could be on the past 3 records. Like it sounded, it could be on We Are Not Your Kind, where it could have been on All Hope Is Gone, it could have been on Bloody Grey Chapter. Like it's if Corey's vocals are the ones that make it feel modern, but the instruments make it feel like it's older Slipknot. It's such an amalgamation of all like the best things that they do, which is like the heaviness of like 03, 01, 02 type things, riffs. I think it's mainly a Mick riff song. I don't really know who writes which types of riffs, but they do like the harmony / octave like slide things that is evident on like songs like Skeptic, some other songs in Great Chapter, and this song, which I really enjoyed. I was more focusing on the instrumental, as I usually do, but when it came to the chorus, I'm really hooked onto Corey's vocals, and when it hit to that slow like headbang thing just before that, when he did that Nero Forte-esque like rapping portion of it, my brain was like, you need to listen to Corey, you need to listen to the vocals in this, because like Slipknot is a band where you kind of, at portions you focus on the vocals and other portions you focus on the instrumental. Whether it be some other bands do it well and some other bands do it worse. Like a lot of like metalcore bands, like, you only pay attention to the vocals because that's what you listen to. A lot of the emo fans only like the vocals, not the instrumental, which is a bit unfortunate because if they like the instrumentals, they can go into like heavy bands like Slipknot or whether it be Metallica or Trivium or whatever. Heaviness is subjective, but I'm always going to pay comparison to Metallica and Trivium because they're my favorite bands, and that's what my music knowledge goes towards, like whether it be song structure or vocals or and everything. Let's see what the fucking comments say then, shall we? It sounds like Corey ate every album and screamed it out. That's a pretty good summarization of that, I don't know, of the song. Blah 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 and blah blah blah. Definitely Iowa screams. From what it sounds like, the emotional fade away of the scream was very elaborate on Iowa and hasn't been done since, I believe, Extremely Hard from the album. I don't know if they're talking about the song Iowa or the album Iowa, but there were instances where the vocals sounded like Thirsty Records, and there were instances where it sounded like the latter ones, which is, it's not a bad thing. Corey is phenomenal with his voice, whether it be on Stone Sour, CMFT, or this. And knowing that they kind of broke away from Roadrunner to do their, I think they're releasing this record not via Roadrunner, I think, because they actually release this on Slipknot, because they usually release it on Roadrunner or whatever. I don't know. Labels are weird. And also let me know if you want to see me do vended stuff, because I've checked out the past few singles they released, and my god, Griffin does sound like Corey, and that is a compliment to him, but Griffin gets that too much. It's like if Trivium was in like Drop D, that's what it sounds like to me. Or even it sounds like it's in standard tuning. Or maybe half step down, who knows. But I enjoy this, and maybe getting to Retying the Knot again to actually listen through all of the Crows stuff, then self-titled all the way up to We're Not Your Kind, even though it's not Joey dominated, but listening to the songs on Grey Chapter after Joey died, it kind of probably has a more meaning behind the songs. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Let me know anything in the comments below. And yeah, my name has been Lewis, and this has been the Chapeltown Rag by Slipknot, Visual 1. So I think they'll be releasing other songs next coming weeks, blah blah blah. They all have the lyrics in the description if you want to check them out. Not many songs have the lyrics outright. That's why a lot of bands always mess up the lyrics when they are practicing it, because it doesn't have it directly on the videos or whatever. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.
Everything is gone online, and if this evil is a gift, this is no